Hey guys, welcome back. This is alto saxophone day 2. I remember having a lot of trouble with this last week, so hopefully I was able to get some work done and make it a little better this week. In the next couple videos that I've been doing, I'm going to be playing more and talking less so that I can actually get some practice time in and so that you can see an actual practice routine instead of just me basically teaching a lesson. So we're going to jump right into it. Today, for a warm-up, I'm going to be doing long tones, scales, and some other stuff that hopefully I'll get to if I don't spend too much time on these other things. So long tones first. This is a great way to start your warm-up. It will get your lips nice and buzzy. It'll get you warm, basically. And it's really an exercise. You should be tired out by the time you finish up long tones. And what we're going to do, we're going to start at the top of our range, and we're going to walk all the way down on the chromatic scale. And let me see if I can't find my saxophone fingering chart. That's what I'm going to need in just a second. You're going to walk all the way down, and you're going to spend a lot of time on each note, slowly moving down the horn. I can't find the fingering chart in this book. I'm going to go and grab it. I'll be right back. Okay, I found one. I'm not the best saxophonist right now, so I don't know all the fingerings yet. I'm trying to get better at it. But anyway, we're going to start at the top of our concert B-flat scale. That's going to be our G for us. And we're just going to walk down, all the way down to our lower G. So let me see if I can't get this high G out before I go on. Let me find my high G. Here we go. It'll be 1, 2, 3, and the octave key. Cool. And we're going to go slowly down. Nope. Yeah, it's not quite slow enough. Let's do this again. I was trying to get the fingers. Here we go. Long tones. Alright, so you heard 2 of them so far. What I'm really aiming for is a good, clean, solid tone throughout it and to stay in tune. If you heard it, I was wavering a little bit. Wah! That's because my tone is not as clean as it should be. And the idea is to be able to keep that tone clean for as long as you need to play and while you're changing notes. So we're going to continue that, but I just wanted to give you a little info on why I do that. Oh yeah, that's a tough note to get. Trying to get that out. Let's see if I can't get that E flat. It's kind of a hard note to tune because you're using so much of the horn. You can even hear it. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's something I got to work on. I also could be using the correct fingering. Let's try that. I was definitely doing the wrong fingering. But still, that is a hard note to tune when you get down there. That would be a low F sharp, or rather, not a low F sharp, a low B flat. But let's just keep going. So, as you can see, there's a lot of work I need to do with my tone. And you can see really clearly where I have the hardest time, what notes I'm switching to, which notes switching to makes it difficult, what specific notes are out of tune really badly, or I can't support very well, and what ranges I can't support very well, and how much of the saxophone I'm using. So like here with my D natural to the D flat, D flat's way easier because the air is coming out of the top of the horn instead of all the way at the bottom. So I gotta be sure to put more air in the more horn I'm using to get a better sound. You gotta adjust that. Something I didn't know until I played it, that D I need to put more air into to make it even with the like the C or B sharp that would come after it. C. I gotta make sure I balance them out so one's not way above the other. But that's long tones. I gotta do this every day. It really helps with one, if you're weak on your fingerings, it helps you focus on those. It helps you find your good tone. So I do this every day with every instrument I play. So next up, I'm going to do the concert B flat scale. For the alto sax, that would be our G scale. So we're going to start on G. We're going to go to G. Okay. We have one sharp in this scale. It is F sharp. Okay. That'll be this guy. 1, 2, 3, and then this fella. I think. Let me make sure. I don't want to lie to you. F sharp is, yeah, that's right. Middle finger. Okay. So we're going to start on low G and roll our way up to high G. Here we go. Slowly first. Okay, I've got a good squeak in there that I'm trying to work out, but I really got through that pretty well. The fingerings weren't too hard for me. I'm finding that the more woodwind instruments that I play, the easier it is for me to find the fingerings. The construction of them makes more sense to me after practicing a little bit more. I know how to switch to a sharp note from a flat or from a natural note pretty easy. Let me try that again. Go a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that was nice and clean. I got a little squeak in there at the C. And notice that you're going to squeak more on the higher ones, on the notes that are higher up the horn, just because of how the thing is constructed and because of how not great of a player I am. I'm going to try it one more time. Let's go a little, make that a little bit better. I blew it. I started thinking too much. Slow it down. It's way too fast for what I'm able to do. Okay. So the reason I'm squeaking on those that C, B, A, and G is because I'm putting a little too much air in. I'm pushing too hard on the reed. So one more again. So that time I noticed it going up that my D wasn't as clear as my other notes. So on the way back down, I pushed it harder to get a better sound. I'm gonna do this scale one more time, and then I'm gonna move on. Yeah, not bad. I'm getting better at it. I'm happy with that. That's my scale, and I'm mostly practicing that to be able to memorize it. I want to be able to play it without looking at the page. Let's see if I can do it. I'll look over here. I'll play it. I had a C sharp in there and it threw me off. Let's try one more time. Memorize it. Nope. Woo, nailed it. Cool. I'll move off the B flat, concert B flat scale, RG scale now. It's not necessary for me to keep going. Make sure you memorize that though. It's very important. Okay, now I'm going to play the scale in thirds. And what that means is that I'm going to play the entire scale, skipping a note in between every other note. So I'll demonstrate it. It's easier to explain if I demonstrate it. Whoa, brother, that's a little too high. Let's bring that down. Sorry, I'm revising my music. Okay, so normal scale, it sounds like this. Right? This time we're going to skip a note in between. So if we're going straight from G to B, then back to A, I'll demonstrate. Right. Let's see. I gotta go a lot slower. But that's the idea. We're gonna slow that down big time. Let's try it. I'll slow down the octave key for some odd reason there. Yeah, that's getting better. So remember, the F sharp is still the same fingering on the way down, on the lower octave of it. So that's in thirds, and I'll give you this music so that you can follow along. But you got to play your thirds. They're important. Got to play your thirds. Let's try it one more time. It makes you more flexible with the scale. Makes it easier to play it when you see it in music. Excuse me. Try it one more time. Ah, wrong note. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm doing much better at saxophone today than I was last week. Much more satisfied with my performance today. So that's my basic warm-up routine. I would also add in a chromatic scale where you start at the top and you run it down. It's basically like my long tones, but it's faster. Okay, so we're going to go from G to G. Chromatic scale means you're hitting every note in between. It makes you really well acquainted with your instrument, helps you know where each note is so you never get lost. Hey, what is that? That's awful clicky. I got to fix that. Yeah, I gotta fix that. I gotta add a thing to that, but I'll fix it. Okay, here we go. Chromatic scale. Start on second line G, and then I'll get up to the top above the staff G. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, that's new. Hold on. Am I playing that right? Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's try again. I get it. Why am I holding that down? Sorry. Oh, yeah. So I got some work to do there. But chromatic scale is something I do every single week, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it today. That's basically just an opening refresher for me on how to play it. I'll come back to it next week and I'll be better at it. We're going to move on to some repertoire out of the Essential Elements book, the yellow book. We're going to start with number 53, RLE. And what I like to do, especially if I have no actual assigned music to practice, so like if I'm not playing in a group or if I'm not preparing for something, if I'm just practicing, I like to pick songs of different styles to work on, so I can work on both my slow playing, my lyrical playing, or my fast jazzy playing. You know, I don't have a whole lot of any jazz experience on the saxophone, but I want to eventually. So I'm gonna do some songs of different genres today. Start with RLE. It's a ballad. It's nice and slow. So we're gonna start. Guys, my video cut out, and you missed me in my entire practice session of RLE. But I'll tell you what I did. I'm not going to do it all again, but I'll tell you what I did. I played through it a couple times. I wasn't satisfied with my sound on some of it, with my my low notes or my quiet notes. They were a little weak, so I slowed it down and I practiced it at a very low speed to try to make that a little bit better. And I sped it up, and I finally got to a place where I've got all the notes pretty solidly, and I'm satisfied with how I'm playing it. I'm going to play the whole thing one more time. It's a good thing I looked at my video to make sure that it was still recording, because it was not. Let's look at it one more time just to make sure it is. It is. Okay. Guys, the recording cut out as soon as I saw that it was still going. So I am not going to turn away from it this time, and I'm just going to talk to you for a second. I recorded another one. I did Hard Rock Blues in the yellow book, and I got it working. I got it fine. I might try to play it one more time, but near the end there, and the reason I'm stopping now is near the end there, my lips started to get tired. I wasn't playing as well as I should have been, and it was clear to me that my practice time was over. Like, I was starting to get to the point where I wasn't making any more progress. I had practiced enough for that day. And for the sake of you, I will play it one more time just to see if I can do it. But I'm not going to click away from my video because this is the second time it's cut off on me. I might have to be a little bit more careful with making sure that's on because you missed about the entire practice section. You got the warm up, but you didn't get the repertoire, and I don't have the chops to play it again. But I'm gonna try Hard Rock Blues one more time. See if I can't memorize it. Okay, let's hear it. Let's try it. There it is. So you'll see that I'm squeaking a lot and my sound is very weak right now. It's because my lips are tired. I don't have the chops to play saxophone. And before this, I had a 45-minute saxophone lesson in school. So I've been playing saxophone for about an hour and a half at this point, and my chops are busted. So maybe if I have time later on in the week, I'll come back and record some more of me playing saxophone just for the sake of this video. But that's all I've got today. I can't do it anymore. Maybe I'll come back later and do it. Sorry about the short video this week. I'll make it a little bit longer next week to probably help out. If you have any questions, please contact me. I think there's only a couple people who are playing saxophone who are watching these videos. Please do, though. I'm sure it'll be helpful. It'll help you get better quicker. Follow my warm-up routine because it's not perfect, but it's good. It helped me, and it's what I've developed from what I learned when I was going through school. So it's a good idea to follow that. If you find one that you like better, do that, but you got to have a routine. If it's not mine, it better be something. Thank you. I will see you next week for saxophone number 3. Hope you have a good day later on.